Here we go. Okay. Hi, I'm Liz from Kingdom Fleece and Fiberworks, and it has been a very long time. I have a fiber mill in the Northeast Kingdom of Vermont where we processed fiber into roving, yarn, bats, anything, you name it, pretty much we can do it. And now I can say yarn. The last time I talked to you, we were getting the spinning equipment, and it has been a long time. I haven't looked on YouTube, but I want to say it was like September, October, November, somewhere around there. It was this past fall, and we were just getting the equipment, and I think it was going to be right after Vermont Sheep and Wool Festival, because Michael wanted to vend one last time before he sold it, and then we were picking up the equipment. So everything went well. We are, as you can see, backwards here. This right here is my baby. That's my one of the spinning frames. We are in the mill, and we're at one of the windows in the mill. The mill is so dark, so I am kind of in the most weird, if you saw where I was, in the most weird spot ever in the mill, but it has a window and a table. So this is actually the back of the spinning frame, but it works. And you can see, so hopefully this will work. Like I said, my name's Liz, and this is probably gonna be a little rough because I haven't done it in a while, but it's gonna be fun. And you are missing probably Julie. She still works for me, don't worry. I don't know what I'd do if I didn't have her. But she just said she hasn't been knitting a lot lately. And it's not because she doesn't want to. She's been doing other lots and like a lot of stuff. But she's got 2 little boys. So I remember those days, and I remember not having a lot of time. So she just said to go ahead and film it if I could, and maybe when she has something to say, she will be back on. So I don't think it's forever. It's just timing is the real thing. And as you can see, because it's been so long, we have been so busy. And every time I think of doing it, it's either there's one thing that happens, or I'm not in the right state of mind, and I'm like, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and it doesn't happen again. So we're finally here. I'm finally doing this. So yeah, I have to start all over. I am drinking my tea. I have a chai tea. And it is Sunday. I think it's like 3:30. So this is probably not a good idea that I'm drinking caffeinated tea, but I needed it. So we're going to do it again. We had a slow morning, and then got up, got ready, and just started dyeing. We've been trying to get dyeing, like, we have a show in a couple weeks, so I'm trying to get ready for that, for Connecticut Sheep and Wool Festival. And I have so many customer dyeing stuff to do, like, just there's so much to do. It's not funny. I don't ever have a time where I don't have something to do, but I'm not complaining because I love what I'm doing. So it's hard catch-22. I did have to take a day off, or like I forced myself to not work. I think it was 2 weeks ago. I took Saturday, and I was like, I refuse to do anything. I didn't do anything. I didn't do laundry. I didn't do bookwork. I didn't do anything. And it was so nice. The next day I was so ready to go back to doing something. So yes, I have to be careful because I definitely don't ever want to stop. We'll see how long this is and how chatty I am. And hopefully the dogs aren't too loud. The kennel is like right outside that window. I did feed them their dinner, so hopefully they'll be okay, and hopefully they'll be quiet, as long as the cat that is one of my, the cats are outside and doesn't walk by the kennel and make them go crazy. So we shall see. Okay, first things first is spinning equipment. We are up and spinning. It took us a little while to learn everything. We figured had the basics down didn't take too long, but then it was like fine tuning everything and finding a rhythm of how you want to do it, making sure your math is right. There's so much math. I never realized how much. It's the same math you do every day, but there's a lot of math. And we're doing, I don't know, it was just like trying to figure out all of the little things. Like thankfully, like I could not imagine like if I hadn't done this for, it's going to be 18 years that I've been doing this. I was pregnant with Emma and she's going to be 18 in October. So if I hadn't been doing the washing and the carding and all this, I could not even imagine adding spinning to this mix too and producing a good yarn. Like it would be so hard. So thankfully we had all of that down and understood all of that part of it. And while we were waiting for the equipment, we had tried to like get ahead and carded and pin drafted a whole bunch of stuff. Even though after like meeting with Michael and Michael training us, and we realized that we pin drafted things. I wouldn't say it was the wrong way, but it wasn't like I had to redo everything. We just had to pin draft it more. So there was a lot of things, like just little things that we had to like say, oh, okay, we have to change this, change that. Just different things, like, because both of us, Julie and I, are both coming from a hand spinning background. We're 100% hand spinners. And so no matter what we're doing, I think we're always going to be thinking like a hand spinner, just because that's what we know and that's what we like. And we've played around with all the fibers. If you hear a weird noise, there's Bogart, the Angora bunny is in here. He's our little mascot that hangs out in here. So he's hopping around in his cage. So if you hear something weird, that's what it is. And then Jack's right below me. So yeah, so we have all the critters in here. But Jack should be he's laying on his little mat and he'll be good. So it was just figuring out all of the little things, and then like almost like overwhelmed because we didn't know where we wanted to start. There was so many things we wanted to try, so many things we wanted to figure out. The first things I think we started was our own yarn and our own fiber, just so that way we can, like, if we're screwing something up, it's not somebody else's. So we spent a good, probably, I would say a month or two of just spinning our own stuff. The first thing we started with, we got some practice comb top, which I wanted to be difficult because I like to do things difficult. I shouldn't say difficult. Like, I just want to be different. Like, I want to do things my way. And I got some comb top, Cormo comb top, and I got some BFL comb top because I figured those were the extremes. We had long drapey fiber, and then we had shorter, bouncier fiber. So we got those two. So we practiced with that, made sure we knew what we were doing before. And now that I'm knitting my sweater, that I'm working on that Cormo that I'll show you in a second, and so many things have already changed from there. So I'm glad that we did all that first. And then when we finally started working with custom stuff, we definitely had a better grasp on it. So it was just time consuming. It was a lot of work, but we pushed through it and we did it. And I'm so excited to say that we are doing it. And the yarn that we're making for other people is so nice. And I'm so excited. We just finished some beautiful Gotland crosses, and that was stuff that scared us, but we did it and it came out really good. It was so drapey afterwards. And then another one we did a CVM cross, and that came out so squishy and nice. It's going to be so nice. Next one that we're working on is, I think, an alpaca CVM cross. And there's a couple of different batches of that, and that's really nice too. So we've been trying to like run through everything, and then in between doing all of that stuff has been playing around and making our own stuff. Because right now we're so backlogged on the custom stuff. The second, like, our yarn is going to be secondary. We need to crank through all of the other stuff first. We have so much work right now to do. I'm actually looking for another person. So if you're in Vermont, northern Vermont, and you want a job, definitely message me because I definitely need help and I can't do this. We're in the middle of expanding. We are completely out of space. I still have 2 of the pin drafters in storage. I only have 1 right now, and that's definitely going to be bottlenecking when we get more people. And we are expanding. We're going to be building another building, so that way we have all of this. We're still trying to work out where we're going to put what where, but I think we're going to have the pin drafters and the spinning equipment in the new building, and then the carding, the washing, the carding, and all that kind of stuff in here, and then skein winding and stuff will all be in here. So I think we'll get it worked out, because right now our skein winder is in our storage container, and we have to run an extension cord from the mill to the storage container so we can wind yarn. And when it is 20 below, it is not fun. So this is going to be the only winter that we have to wind yarn in the storage container. That was definitely not ideal. We were literally bundled up in snowsuits winding yarn, but we waited till it was like above 0, and then we'd wind all the yarn. So hopefully it'll be something we can think about back and say, oh, remember how far we've come. So I'm hoping that is the case, and we'll be good to go, and we won't have to worry about this ever again. But yes, that is our process. So we're just trying. There's just still so many things that we're growing in, and so many things we have to do. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll get there. Trying to think of. Let's see. I have no finished objects. We're so busy making yarn. I have time to knit, but not a lot. And I'm the slowest knitter in the world. So again, Julie's probably in the same boat. I have a lot of whips, but I don't have any finished objects. I feel like I've almost had like picking project paralysis. There's so many things that I want to look at and want to make, and then there's so many things that I want to make yarn for, but then I don't know where to start. Or we make a new yarn and then I don't know what to make, and then because I'm such a slow knitter and I don't even know, I'm like, okay, I'll start this, but then I'm like, no, by the time I get that done, it's going to be the next season. I don't know. I'm always I feel like I'm always a step behind. So, I'll show you what I'm working on though. The first thing I'm working on, I'll show you this first because this is out of our first yarn, and this is what I decided to make out of the first yarn I made, and everything is going. I did put on the side, but I'll show you why. This is, I don't even know where we're at. It's, oh shoot, Andrew Mowry. It's her cowl. I'm gonna put it on the screen because, is it in clay? This is gonna bug me now. This is how prepared I was. And it's so crinkly because I have not. Let me see if I can stretch it out. This is I think this is the right side. The slip stitches. And yes, there's definitely mistakes in there. As you can see, they're not complete. Some of them aren't lined up. You know what? I don't know if anybody else has this problem. I really love her patterns, but I feel like, and I don't want to sound mean or anything, but I feel like it's almost too spelled out for me. I feel like she had said, okay, every so many stitches you're going to do this, or and then just keep doing it until so many inches. It'd be so much easier than word for word for word, because it took me so many repeats, and then I'm like, wait a second, this is all she's doing. So then I understood what it was doing, and then I didn't have to think about it, and that's, I think, why I screwed up, is because I lost place or something like that. So, but yes, it is the cowl. It is a DK weight, I think. 2 colors. It doesn't even look the same on their screen. So it's this like reddy brown. It almost looks purpley, but it is definitely like a reddy brown. And then these are this is our first like trying to play like with color. And so I put these two together. So there is pink, and this is kind of greeny yellow. It's hard to tell. Let's try to see if I hold it still. I'm really bad at moving things. But I have these two, and I did have actually it sold out. We did a show, the New England, oh my God. It's the one in Boston, New England Farm and Fiber. That's what it is, New England Farm and Fiber. That Tammy puts on over at Wing and a Prayer Farm. And it was a great show. It was so fun to go over there. I grew up south of Boston, so it wasn't far for me. So I stayed at my dad's and went over there. But I don't ever go into Boston, so that was scary. And I didn't bring a trailer or anything. I couldn't do that. But I brought the truck, and that scared the crap out of me. But I did it. I was like brave. I'm like, nope, I'm going to figure this out. If I miss a turn, I just keep going around. Eventually I'll get there. And sure enough, we did. I think I had to circle around, I think once, and then found a parking spot. They helped me unload everything and helped me set up. And same Siri over from Yankee Rap. She was right next to me. She helped me break everything down, and she helped me, get in and get everything loaded up, because you had to pull over like in traffic to load everything up, and that was a little chaotic. The hardest part of the whole entire day, Jack, don't bark. Hey, right here. The hardest part of the whole day was getting out of Boston. I got my truck out of the parking garage, all proud of myself, and then it told me you're gonna bang something. Sit. It told me to take a right, so I took I think it was the right. I don't know. I ended up on the Mass Pike going the wrong way. So I had to turn around to go through the tolls, go through back into Boston, find, like, I had all my stuff was still there. So I had to do this big, huge circle. I finally got it. We got done, and it was okay. It was fine, and then I got back on and went home. But yeah, I think that was the trickiest part. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, the applications just for next year went out, and I want to, but that time of year is so hard because we have a lot of other things. We sugar, so we're in the middle of like sugaring season right now. John's actually boiling right now, making lots of maple syrup. And that time of year, I wanted him to vend with me. And he's usually in February, he's tapping trees and things, all that stuff is going on. So I'm like, I'm a little nervous about signing up. So I told Timmy, we'll see how things go. I don't know if I can do it. But it was a super fun time in Boston, and I definitely want to apply again. I just don't know if it's going to be this coming year. Or it'd be next year. But yes, super fun. So that was one, and I will put down below what the show was, and it's driving me crazy that I can't remember, but it's been a while. So there's that one. And what's the next thing? Okay, the next thing is, hopefully I'm not talking too fast. Like I said, it's been a while. This is the DRK Everyday Sweater. Oh, this is an Andrea Mario day. I can't even talk. Andrea Mario day. This is the DRK Everyday Sweater. I was looking for something easy, mindless, that I could just go around and around. And this is like the first yarn we made too. So I wanted something simple. Actually, it doesn't look, you can kind of see, that's what I don't like, well, the height, this guy. So in case you haven't been around, I had a stroke, so this hand doesn't work very good. So if anything looks weird or wonky, that's why. Hang on, I think I have it backwards. But yeah, see, now you can really, I'm hoping they block out the short rows in there. That's the only thing that's bugging me. But I'm hoping once I block it, you won't be able to see them as much. So if you've knit this, maybe I did something wrong. I don't know. Do you see your short rows in yours? Because I think once it stretches out and you wear it a few times, I think it'll be okay. Yeah, because I feel like even if you do that. But this is the Cormo, and you can kind of see I don't know if you can kind of see, there is some striping in there. And that's because we were playing around with different things and not every ball was the same thing. So I've been trying to see if I can get, I'm actually running out of these. I'm hoping I can start, I have to start blending in the next one. Can you see? They're heathered. I don't know, I hope you can see that. I'm getting a new phone either tomorrow or Tuesday, and so I'm hoping we'll have better luck. I know I have a hard time seeing that, telling if you can see it, but yeah, they're heathered, but this one is definitely more blue. This one's definitely more green in person, or at least I can see that. So I'm kind of alternating skeins and trying to mix and match. So it is what it is. I can already tell, and I'm glad that as soft as this Cormo is, it is definitely probably not something that I would keep in stock. Like, only for something special, not for something hard wearing, because it is going to pill. I don't think I even have any more of it. I think it disappeared really fast. But it was super soft and it's really nice, but it's like a merino, you know, like it's gonna be pilly, but it is nice. So you have that catch-22. I like my medium wools just because they hold up better and you have less pilling. Hang on a second. Sorry, I had to itch my nose. It was really scratchy. And so the sweater has been what I've been working mostly. And then the other shawl is what's next. Then I signed up for Summer Lee's sock, Colorwork Sock Club. That's what it's called. I remembered. And I hadn't knit any of her socks yet. And sorry, the dogs are going crazy. I was just itching I wanted to see with my hand and doing things one-handed. This hand, I can knit, like I said, but really slowly. This one I don't have a lot of feeling with. And I do mostly magic loop. Like I really like, I don't mind. I can do socks. Jack, don't bark. But I just do mostly magic loop, and with color work I wasn't sure if that was gonna work, so I wanted to try something and like just conquer it. I like setting these ridiculous goals with my hand and things like that, just to see if I can do them, because a lot of times even if I can't do them, I go back to them and then I try again, or I think of another way to do it and I do eventually figure it out. So it's one of those things. I just like to challenge myself. So this was my next challenge and I did it. I don't think it's the right size. I think it's going to be too wide, but so I just grabbed a bunch of random yarn, superwash yarn. This is not my yarn, from all the oddball stuff that I've had, just to see if I can do it. Because I did not want to lose, like, you know, do something that I just fail. So I knit my cuff. And then, and actually I love the color work. They're not perfect. If you can see hang on a second. Let's see if I can do this. One side is good. The other side is messed up. And I don't know which one. Or at least I think there's like one X that's not perfect. Is it that side? I don't remember. But I love the color work. I love the size. I went up, let's see here. I did, I think, let's see, now I have to remember what I did this. Okay, so I think the cuff I did, I don't remember how many rows, but it was size 1 needle. So I think normal, just fingering weight yarn. And then went up to a 2. And then I tried to do magic loop in the color work. I think I did, I think the lighter color down here, and then like when I switched over, you can kind of see, like, see that, like the dots up here, you can't really see. Those ones just kind of all disappear. There are like little dots over there. Those ones didn't come out really well, so that kind of was not worth it. But then the light color, that worked okay. And then once I got into here, that's when things got a little tricky. Sorry, I just had that over my face. That's not gonna work. And then, yeah, once I got into this section, that got a little tricky. So then I decided I was gonna try a 9-inch circular, which totally makes sense. But I tried the 8-inch circle, 8 or 9-inch, with the small circulars. I tried them. Oh God, well, it was a while ago, but I tried them before and I just could not hold on to them because this hand I can't feel it, and then the whole pinching, and they're so small, like they're just, and I couldn't do it. But I was so frustrated because like with the magic loop and the floats and stuff like that, it was coming out wonky. And when I'm knitting, for color work, I have to drop one color, pick up the other color. I can't do 2 hands, obviously, because this hand doesn't move. So I just have to hold the needles, and so I have to drop one color, pick up the other one, which I've done for sweaters, and that's okay. And surprisingly, everything comes out really smooth and not puckery, and that part I can do. But just the little ones. So it's like, okay. So I went to the local yarn store. I just asked her if she had any wooden small circulars. She had some Likey, I think, and so I got one of those, and I was able to do it. So I was so excited. So the one thing I'm nervous about though is this, well, now that I'm looking at though, it doesn't seem too wide. And I haven't tried it on my foot because it was kind of just more experimenting. Once I'm on the heel now, I just started it. So I need to get back to it. My sweater kind of took over. And I don't even know what colors that I'm going to do at the bottom. I'm going to just do a plain dark foot. I think it was more just because I wanted that color work. But yeah, so I'm going to do, once I do the heel flap, gusset, and do the heel turn, then I'll try it on and see how wide it is. I have my feet are always swollen because of standing on concrete all day. I have to wear, I'm getting old. I have to wear compression socks now. I have to remember that I did get hurt, and I'm definitely, it says it aged me 10 years. So instead of 46, I'm technically medically 56, and some days I feel like it. But yeah, so I just have to, so hopefully it'll fit. If it doesn't, it doesn't, and I will go down. But it seems like this section is definitely wider. So I'll see how it works out, and if it works okay, then I will either keep it on that size, like going and knowing, in the future, the color work, I do have to go up to a 2, or if it stays loose enough, then I will just keep it on 1s. I didn't know, so I wanted to make sure. And now that I know I can do it on the 9-inch circular, I think I will be okay. Maybe I only have to go up to size, I think, is there a 1.5? I think there might be. So if there's a 1.5, maybe I have to just go up in the middle. I don't know. But it was an experiment, and it was fun. And I just say I can do that color work on the little tiny sock was quite an accomplishment, and I was pretty proud of myself. So that was one thing the other thing I've been working for. The next thing, final thing, I'm doing good. 30 minutes, we're doing good. Is the yarns we've been making. I want to show you some of the yarns we've been making. and I'm trying to grab them. Okay, I love this yarn, and I really wish I had all of it. And they're shearing, and they want it themselves. They want their own yarn. I don't dare them. I've been buying their clip, and maybe you've gotten their roving, because I've sold it as roving. It's called Sisters. It's from an Abbey, the nuns, an Abbey down in Massachusetts, and they're so sweet. And I usually get their fleeces and buy their wool, and it's a Finn Corriedale cross. It's so nice, and so if you've spun it, you understand. It's super sweet. It's just a really, really nice wool. And so I had their clips. So we got, I think I spun all of it. I'm hoping I have some like hidden somewhere that I get more of. But yeah, so I wanted something super springy. And we did it as a DK weight. It's 240 yards for 100 gram skeins. And something springy. The first one I did was Lazy Daisy. And this one, it's non-super wash, you have to remember. So bright and springy, and there is some like, you can't see a lot of it, but is it upside down? Yeah, it is. But yeah, pops of color. I think it's gonna be so pretty. And you like our new labels. These are limited editions because they are limited editions. Once they're gone, they might not come back. So you gotta grab them. So anything that says limited edition in there is going to be there. Then the next one I did was the sage green, which I love. And it's again upside down, and now really backwards. So we have the sage green. I'm not going to be careful to carry all these. And navy. Well, this is like a navy, but it's like a light navy, so it's like purpley navy. I think it's midnight. I think I called it midnight. And then lavender. Let me get a hold of this. So let me see if I can do this. Okay. Can I get them all in there? Oh man. Almost. We're gonna get there. Jack, don't bark. That's rude. We're gonna do this. We're gonna get this figured out. There you go. Okay. Kinda, sorta. You can kind of see, I'm always wiggling and then you can't see them. Yay! But I love them. And I don't know what to make with them. Okay, there you go. I think that's a good, what do they call it on YouTube? Thumbnail? There you go. Had to think about that. But yeah, no, I have no idea. If you have any ideas, oh, I don't know what to make. I need something springy because it's like a light, oh yeah, it's definitely a DK because it's 240 yards and I dropped that one earlier. And I can see a piece of leaf or something on there. Yeah, if you can think of anything. I have a couple of things saved, but I think it would be like a really nice light, like I'm almost thinking, well, maybe I'm best. I don't know. And then do I do one color? Do I do two? Do I do color work? I don't know. But I love all of them. So there's those. And yeah, 240 yards. But it's so soft. It's so nice. Julie and I have been drooling over it. I don't think it's going to last very long. We're going to Connecticut, so they'll get it first dibs on it. And we'll see what's left. The next ones are Nor'easter. Nor'easter is our color changing faux handspun. I don't know what anybody else calls it, but I'm calling it faux handspun because it is definitely like a handspun. we've learned a lot. We've been doing a lot of experimenting, and these are definitely not easy. They're not, I shouldn't say they're, I think now that we're figuring out, it's getting easier, but all of these yarns are super accurate, super consistent, like, because you pin draft it like 5 times, super nice. And the hand spun, or the faux hand spun, that one's tricky because you only have one shot at it, and if you screw it up, then it's, well, I shouldn't say it's never this no good. It'll just become one color. So this is our first one. This is Tulip. And I think I posted on Instagram, but I love it. And this is all East Coast wool. That's the one that's even better, is that it's all US grown East Coast wool. Super bouncy. It's a medium wool. Like, it's not like a merino soft. It is definitely a medium wool. So if you like woolly wool, you know, if you shop at Woolly Thistle or somewhere like that, then you'll be fine with it. It's going to be a great wool, but I love this color. This is Tulip, and it's a DK weight. This one is the first color we came out with that I really like got it figured out. The first, my sweater, that one was another one that was not, it didn't work out. Like, it was a fail. That's why it was like kind of just different colors, and that's why I said it's kind of stripy, because they just all turned into one color and was like, okay, that didn't work. Then the next one was definitely a win. This one, Julie and I are both like, oh, okay. So the next color is Stick Season, and oh my god, this one goes with everything. It literally goes with everything. These ones are naked. They don't have bands on yet. I wanted you to see all the colors. It's so yummy. And so, like these ones, look at, they just go together. And then the third one, and I love this one too. And we'll see if I can, this was my test sample, and I just did 5 pounds of it. And I'm really scared it's gonna look nothing like this. So, bear with me. We'll see if I can do it. Because there was like a week and a half between the time I spun that and sampled. No, a week. It was a week. A week between the time I spun this and dyed that. So I'm like afraid that I did something different, but we will see. And again, that's why I'm saying it is faux hand spun. It is no different than a hand spinner spinning it. The other thing, these ones are actually, see, like I said, we are getting better. They were supposed to be DK weight. I should say that. They are supposed to be DK weight. They are sport weight. And these are the things that we're trying to learn and figure out, because again, you have one shot, and it looked like by the math and all the things, it looked like it was going to be, we were all right on, and we were going to be DK. After we applied it and did all the things, I weighed it, and it is not DK weight, it is sport weight. That's okay. It's like a heavy sport, really light DK, like a light DK, so it probably could go either way. But these are the 3 colors we have so far. And I think this is what we're going to concentrate on, like just these 3 right now. We have solids to go with them. I did not bring all the solids out here. I just wanted you to show these ones. And then so these ones came out. This one is DK. These 2 are sport, and all of the solids to go with these is DK. So now I have, that's why I just dyed 5 pounds of it. And they're all like, all these skeins are going to be 250 yards. And if we can get things figured out, they will be 100 gram skeins, but these ones are not always, they're not always 100 grams. And I think that's another reason why And I could be totally wrong because I have not experimented with any other like companies like their hand-spun kind of yarns. I have not bought, so I kind of want to go into it not knowing anything and doing this blindly and just doing it our way. And so I don't know if that's why they just have yardage too and they don't have weights, because that could be why, like, because they do fluctuate a little bit, because like I said, you only have one shot at this. And sorry, Jack's insisting on being petted. And I'm wondering if that is yeah, one of the things. So we're still learning, we're still trying to figure it out, but I think they're great yarns. They're just kind of not, we're still trying to dial things in. So we'll get there. I'm sure we'll be fine. And I have some more ideas on seeing if we can get it dialed in a little bit more and a little bit more accurate for next time. But yeah, no, now I'm trying to decide because I want to knit with them. These two together, I don't even know, the pink even too. I don't know. Okay, now I need more ideas because those together, they go together so well. I'm so excited about them. And the one compliment I did have from somebody was super sweet. Dion said that she loved them because they were really consistently like color throughout the whole thing, which I'm really happy with. That made me feel good. So yeah, I'm excited, but now I need to sample, and I don't know which one because I want a solid to go with them, and I don't have the solids right now, so I'm up in the air. But yeah, I think that's it. I made it to 42 minutes, and I was not sure how much I was going to talk, or even if I have a lot to say, but it don't always comes out that way. So I think I did pretty good, and not a lot of ums. I think I did pretty good for not having done this in a long time. I will let you go. I have to go to the sugar house. I'm gonna go see John and see if he needs food. I wasn't sure if he was gonna call me. He said he was gonna be home. He should be done by like 8. I think we're up to, what did he say? I think a little over 600 gallons we've made of maple syrup, which is a whole lot of sap because, what is it? 40 gallons. I think 40 gallons of sap make 1 gallon of syrup. And that depends on your sugar content. And we haven't had very high, until just recently, we haven't had very high sugar content. Jack, you have to go lay down. You're going to hit the tripod. Go, come on. Go that way. Go that way. So yeah, so we have that. So if you're interested in maple syrup, we've got a lot of maple syrup. And we make maple cream and maple sugar, and we're gonna make maple candy as well, but we haven't gotten there yet. But it'll be after sugaring season. But we have like probably, he's guessing another week or 2 over there for boiling. It looks like we're gonna still have some nights of freezing. Jack, stop. Let's see here. Yeah, I think we're gonna have 2 or 3 nights this week of freezing, so it should still run. And a lot of people have quit, especially south of here. Their trees have all budded because as soon as the trees bud out, then sugaring's over. So Burlington's done. Anything southern Vermont, they're done. New York, they're all done. So we're still holding strong. So his goal is 775. That's his goal weight, or his goal, amount to make. And so he should reach it, and then we should be good to go. But yeah, so if you want to go there, you can check out longpuntmaple.com for syrup and test it out. It will be at Connecticut and New Hampshire, so you can pick it up there. He's going to be in his own booth. Like, we're going to be next to each other. So if you want to sample, you can come over there, and he does a lot of sample tests. I mean, usually he has maple syrup samples out there, so you can go get a shot of syrup. I think that's it. I'm going to go check on him. I am done for the day. I got my dyeing done, and I have more more tulip to make tomorrow. That is I worked on this color, and I'm so scared that, I don't know, it looks different now than it looks like, but they surprise you when they, like, once they're stretched out. So I don't know, we'll see. It could be totally different. I don't know. We'll find out. But yeah, so I will talk to you soon, and hopefully it'll be in 2 weeks. Actually, it'll probably be, it might be 3, because it's going to be, we have Connecticut Sheep and Wool Festival. It's April 26th. So yes, if you're going to be there, definitely stop in and say hi. But yeah, that's April 26th. And then after that, we have, I think, 1 or 2 weekends, and then New Hampshire. So hopefully I'll be able to do the next podcast in between when we come back. And I'll try and be good about posting on Instagram and all the places. I go in spurts. We get so busy, and it's so loud in here now. The spinning frames are so loud, it's so hard to say anything. But I'll try and pay attention, and make sure you like and subscribe. If you haven't, please do. I am just like the little guy, so the more things you can, the more way you can spread the word, the better. I will talk to you soon, and I will have a great Sunday. Do all the knitting, all the spinning, all of the fun things, and I will see you soon.